everybody. Last week we have talking about coronavirus, money question part 1. So this week we will carry on with coronavirus, money question part 2. So the first one is just a reminder. Remember the previous video we are talking about the Olympic game 2012 opening in London, about all the hospital beds, the nurses, the doctors, the dead, and then symbols of the coronavirus and the phoenix, the rise of the phoenix. And then we have talked about Hegelian dialect, how it works, and for the last 200 years, that is in anything they do, that is how they implement it. And then we have talked about all the some of the famous people who have said a quote, make a quote, and then remember we have said that John F. Kennedy said things do not happen, things are made to happen. The other one was Franklin D. Roosevelt. In politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. Okay, then we have talked about all the viruses from 1200 before Christ in Babylon up to now. All the different viruses, and then we have seen in the last 20 years, in the 21st century, we have talked about 20 new virus was discovered. In my eyes, it was invented, not discovered, it was invented. So now we carry on with part 2, and then you will see there's a picture of the virus and the DNA. There's talking about, many talk about all the kinds of the vaccines, what it can do, what it will do, and one of them is the RNAi that will change our DNA. We will never know the truth. I'm not there to see it. And like I said last week, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a scholar, I'm just a common man, plain man. But I know what is going on in the world. I have done more than 35 years research in whatever you call. I have checked it, I have seen it, I have researched it, and I just want to, before we start, I just want you to see what there's a Bible verse, 1 Titus 6 verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, of which some having lusted after, they were seduced from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Today, everything in life is about money. You got money, you got power. So yeah, I think I will start today in part 2 with fact-checking website. The third part of the video, I will go more in detail of the coronavirus itself, but let me check at the Wikipedia the list of fact-checking websites. And if you scroll down, you can see there is a lot of fact-checking company, website, organizations all over the world. We have in Africa, we have in Asia, we have in Australia, Europe, Latin America, Middle East, North America, and then you can see in Africa there is Africa Shack, and then in Asia we have a lot of organizations, and then in Australia, Europe, and Latin America, Middle East, and then North America. Okay, so we tackle the first one, Quackwas. Now, Quackwas, which is operated by Stephen Barrett, MD, so he's a medical doctor, is a network of websites and mailing lists maintained by the Center for Inquiry, CFI. The site focuses on health fraud, myths, facts, fallacies, and misconduct. Their main goal is to provide quackery-related information that is difficult or impossible to get elsewhere. Okay, before we start with this one, let me check uh, over the world. We have two groups of people. The first group is people who don't believe in God, who does know God, does acknowledge God of the Bible, atheists, all these different group of people that hate God. The New Agers, the evolution theory supporters, they hate God. That is fact. Not a conspiracy theory, it's a conspiracy fact. They hate God. They hate God, that is why they hate the truth. You have two options. You follow God and you know what is the truth, or you hate God and you believe in lies. That is not a conspiracy theory, it's a conspiracy fact. There's some Bible verse that tell you about conspiracy. Yeah, 2000 years before after Christ, and plus 1,500 years before Christ. So we're talking about 3,500 years where the Bible is talking about conspiracy. 3,500 years ago. Okay. Now, the other group is Bible believers, but now we must be careful there. According to the website, the internet, there are about 2.5 million Christians. Bad news is 2.5 billion Christians. The bad news is not all 2.5 billion Christians is going to heaven. Maybe 100 million, maybe 200 million. Sorry guys, that is the truth. We must be ready for when Jesus come back, and he will only pick up those who is really 100% full-time Christian. But those 2.5 billion Christians, they think they are part of the rapture. Sorry guys, it's not going to happen. But let me carry on with quick wax. Now, let me see, who are they, who, where they get money to maintain the website. Now, yeah, Stephen Barrett is a medical doctor, So the chance is very good. He think he is a Christian, but he is not a Christian. Because if he is really a Christian, he will hear what the Lord said to him and he will tell the truth. But he is, unfortunately, one of the group, man, organization, institutions that don't believe in truth is making truth a lie and a lie in truth. Sorry guys, that is the truth. Okay, let me check who support QuickWatch. CFI, Center for Inquiry. The Center for Inquiry strives to foster a secular society based on reason, science, freedom of inquiry, and humanist value. Secular society, yeah, secular society is a society that don't believe in God, our creator of the heaven and earth, who don't believe that Jesus has came to die for us on the cross. Now yeah, let me check here what they said here. To make a better world, we need to use our head and our heart to confront the challenge that face us as a planetary civilization. We need to use the tools of science and reason, guided by compassion and respect for the dignity of every individual. Wow. Then there's one that said, it is about more than whether or not God exists. It is about more than whether God roaming us, among us. Aliens hover above us, and physics can see within us. Nou ja, the Center for Inquiry strives to foster a society free of the dogmatic influence of religion. Wow, a society inspired by the ideals of the Enlightenment, New Age, New World Order, New World Religion. That is what enlightenment means. And the word enlightenment came from the Illuminati. Illuminati mean to be enlightened. And the devil's name in the Bible, Lucifer, mean the light bearer or the bringer of light. That is what Lucifer means. Society inspired by the ideals of the Enlightenment. So in other words, a society inspired by the ideals of Lucifer. And the limitless potential of human intelligence and creativity, a society in which beliefs are not granted the same right as people, where the freedom of expression is enjoyed by all, and all ideas are open to the scrutiny of reason. Yeah, there we have it. A secular government. Government where God plays no role. Free inquiry. You can believe in anything you want. Abortion, free sex, sex before 14 years old, 12 years old, and humanist value, human rights, child rights, animal rights. Yeah, that is their mission. Uh, Okay, let me check. The next one, the scientific fraud behind the false vaccine, blah blah blah. A nightmare year for endangered ATAs. Find out more about CFI new lawsuit again. Yeah, there's our museum. The museum is the center for inquiry, strives to foster a secular society based on reason, science, and freedom of inquiry and human values, and blah 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 blah. Donations are greatly appreciated. There's some tweet. New World Order, New Age. Okay, legalization of reason. Imagine a future where science and reason serve as the foundation for key aspects of our life, our education, our public policy, our discourse, and our media, education and media. Yeah, change the mind of the people into one direction. Make preparation for a coming Antichrist. That's what it is. Secular future society. Society, whatever you say it is. Okay. Like we said, we are committed to CFI because we want to defend and promote secularism and the science now and into the future, the supernatural and pseudo scientific claim simply cannot go unexamined. Blah 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 blah. CF Secular Celebrant Program. So you can join that Celebrant Program and you can have your name on the list with your qualifications, experience, whatever, and then you became a famous secular citizen of the world. Uh, okay. Openly secular. Our museum. The mission of Openly Secular is to eliminate discrimination and increase acceptance by getting secular people, including atheists, freethinker, agnostic, humanist, and non-religious people. They are sponsoring the quack duck. That. Let me make sure. Quack watch. Yeah. That is what open secularity is. So you see why I say that Stephen Barrett, MD, cannot be a true, upright, honest Christian because he's receiving money from organization that is working toward the coming of the final Antichrist. Yeah, if you check here about Dr. Barrett, about Quackwatch, who fund Quackwatch, and then all the different ailments, disease that he have debunked, that he said is not true, is not accurate. Uh, so he trying to change our minds about what work, what really can beat the COVID-19, and so on. But you can go through all these things. Everything is wrong. So is he right? And there are hundred doctors, qualified doctors with years experience that say this thing work, that thing work, That is good. So is this doctor better than all the other doctors? Just a question. Just a question. Look at that one. The herbal minefield. Herbal practice and product. Neutral product. Homeopathy. So he's lying to you people. He is right. The other doctor is wrong. That's how it works. Okay, let me carry on to the next one. Free inquiry about the Council for Secular Humanism. Here we have it again. The mission of Council for Secular Humanism is to advocate and defend a non-religious lifestyle rooted in science, naturalistic philosophy, and humanist ethics, and to serve and support adherents of that lifestyle. Now, yeah, there we can see they sponsor Quackwest. That's where Quackwest get their money to maintain this website. Okay, the next one. What is secular humanism? Taxonomically, my family is free thinker, including atheists, people who don't believe God, skeptic, people who don't believe in God, agnostic, people who don't believe in God, in Jesus and the Bible. My genus is humanist, including the religion-based, what religion-based? New Age, New World Order, and my species is secular. John Rafferty. Huh. Who are the secular humanists? Perhaps everyone who believes in the principle of free inquiry, ethic based upon reason, and commitment to science, democracy, and freedom. Perhaps even you, Paul Kurz, the founder of Council for Secular Humanism and Free Inquiry magazine. Yeah, so you can see who is sponsor Quackwise again. The next one, what does secularism mean? Indifferent to or rejection or exclusion of religion and religious consideration. Ah, so you can see our medium, yeah, light block, become a member, be a leader, not a follower. Ah, okay, the next one is Richard Dawkins, Foundation for Reason and Science. Now, he is the modern father of evolution theory. You must remember when Charles Darwin invent invent the evolution theory. He didn't have all the fine details. He haven't have the technology to make sure is evolution theory correct. And you must remember, Charles Darwin hate God. Can you believe that? He hate God. And Charles Darwin was paid by the Rothschild family to draw up the evolution theory. Now, yeah. And look at Richard Dawkins Foundation for Research and Science. Combat misinformation. For information about COVID-19, please check out our Coronavirus Resource Center. So he is right. All the other hundred and maybe thousand doctors are wrong. He is right. Let me check Coronavirus Resource Center, and then we will see what he's going to tell us. Inoculations against misinformation. Britain take a gamble with COVID-19 vaccine, upping the take for the rest of us. Germ theory denial in the age of COVID-19 pandemic. Christian naturalism, COVID vaccine dub threaten America herd immunity, and. Skeptical inquirer, trust, truth, and Trump in the time of COVID. Blah, 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 blah. CFI, Center for Inquiry. Okay. The other organization that support Quack Duck, Quack Wash, Quack Duck. I like more the Quack Duck. Is Teacher Institute for Evolutionary Science. Teacher helping teacher. A good teacher can teach any subject as long as they have high quality resource. TIES, that is Teacher Institute for Evolutionary Science, provide middle school and elementary teacher the tools they need to effectively teach evolution and answer its critics based on new next generation science standards. More light, more light, more light. So, yeah, I was myself a teacher, and I have been in a lot of trouble for telling the kid that evolution theory is a lie. That. Yeah, let me check. We found all the good resources, so you don't have to. So we must believe them. We must believe their resource. A guided lesson all about evolution for teacher, parent, and student. Miracle haiku. People who understand evolution are more likely to accept it. So they're going to accept the coming Messiah, the false Christ, the Antichrist. They will accept him. And that's that. True. It's fact. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's conspiracy fact. Okay, let me check the next one. Then we have here some board member. There's Richard Dawkins, Oxford, United Kingdom, author, evolutionary biologist and lecturer. Yeah, then we have here Kendrick Frazier. If I remember right. Oh no, okay. But let me check here. David Cohen. He is an investor, a venture capitalist. He is a board member of the CIFI. Okay, let me check him. David Cohen was the first venture investor in $1 billion or so acquisition that now look like one of the tech biggest ever deal. Twitch, the video game streaming site acquired by Amazon for $973 million. More recently, Cohen enjoyed exit through LifeLock, which was acquired by Symantec for $2.3 billion in 2016. Uh, and then on the Forbes list, 49, the Midas list, top tech investors of 2018. Uh, so he's now a billionaire. And remember what I told you about the root of the money? It's up to you. Then David Cohen is a partner of Bessemer Venture Partners, launching the Bessemer practice in the Silicon Valley's office, known for taking chances on unorthodox. David was the first venture investor in Tech's most beloved video game streaming platform Twitch, which was later acquired by Amazon. Today he serves on several non-profit boards including Center for Inquiry and Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. He is a co-writer of the Silicon Valley mockumentary series Bubble Proof, and he's a singer. Yeah, all the companies that probably where he is involved, where he have shares, DefenseNet, Iris Automation, VeriSign, Bessemer leads $79 million Series C round. Bessemer leads in $33 million investment in drone deploy. New World Order. Oh well. Okay, let me check the next one. TrueBridge Capital Partners, who is also a sponsor for QuackDuck. The firm was founded in 2007 by Mel Williams and Edwin Poston, formerly of the UNC Capitol Hill Management Company and the Rockefeller Foundation, respectively. So Rockefeller has a pie, a hand, a finger in a pie, or a hand in a pie. Where all the big money is, you can know for sure Rockefeller will be there. That. TrueBridge Capital Partners. I didn't say who is the partner, but here he said has partnered with Forbes to contract the Midas list, ranking of the top venture capitalists. And then we have here Kendrick Frazier. He is a science writer and a long-time editor of Capital Inquirer. Capital Inquirer is a magazine that tells the world that God did not exist. That's that. That is the truth. Yeah, the Carrier, he was an editor for newspapers, science news. And then in 76, he was Committee for Scientific Investigation of Claim of the Paranormal was founded, blah, blah, blah. So he's involved with a lot of things which tell me that he is a New World Order member. He don't believe in God. Then the award and honor for all his work he have done, and he have write a lot of books. Wow, UFO invasion, the Roswell incident, alien abduction, and government cover-up, edited by Kendrick Prayer, Science under siege, defending science, exposing science. Uh, he is part of the group that donate Quack Duck. And that. Let me check the next one. Factcheck.org. Okay. So who are they? Let me check. Our mission. We are non-partisan, non-profit consumer advocate for voters that aim to reduce the level of detection and confusion in the US politics. Ah, so they only tell what somebody wants them to tell. Okay, factcheck.org is a project of Annenberg Public Policy Center of the University of Pennsylvania, established by the publisher, you see, media, always remember media, education, publisher and philanthropist, Walter Annenberg, to create a community of scholars within the University of Pennsylvania that would address public policy issues, that would address public policy issues, that to brainwash us, to influence us, to manipulate us. Okay, let me check here. Our funding. We were supported entirely by three sources. The fund from the APPC, own resource, and then by Annenberg Foundation, and then additional fund from the Annenberg Foundation and grant from the Flora Family Foundation. Anything that is at the end what we say foundation, you can know for sure they are not good people. They are not good people. That's my opinion. Now, financial disclosure, let me see where they get money from. Facebook, $89,000. Then individual donors, $41,000. Facebook, and then we have here Keith Kriebel and Linda A. Wells, 6,000. Mo and Sarah Williams Foundation, 2,000. Donald McGee and the Caterwood Family Fund of the Philadelphia Foundation, 1,000. So there's Annenberg Foundation, Facebook, Google, Tanton Foundation. Then we have individual donors, 139. In addition, we received 323,000 from Facebook as part of a project to debunk viral detection circulation on social media. 100,000 from Google to support FactCheck.org COVID-19 coverage, and 50,000 from Stanton Foundation to underwrite FactCheck.org undergraduate fellowship program and offset general operating expense. Donors have no control over our editorial decision. Ah, Foundation, charitable fund, foundation, First Dollar Foundation, Family Charitable Fund. We are QAP Charitable Fund. Annenberg, Google, Facebook. Lot of money. Google, $100,000. Facebook, $87,000. Big money. Big money. Big money. Okay, let me carry on to the next one. Mo Willem. Mo Willem is an American writer, animator, voice actor, and creator of children's books. His television work includes creating the animated television series Sheep in a Big City for Cartoon Network, as well as working on Sesame Street and The Offbeat. Yeah, he's traveling around drawing cartoon every day, which was published in a book You Can Never Find a Rickshaw When It Monsoon. Awards, he received a lot of awards, and as an author, he have a Pigeon series, Knuffle Bunny series, Elephant and Piggy, sorry. So all these books, education, is part of the education. Brainwashing the children, change their mind. Oh well, Cliff is part of Mo and William, Mo and Cher William Foundations, then Annenberg themselves, Annenberg Foundations. Who are we? What do we do? Let me check. By giving our time, our mind, and our heart to making a better tomorrow, we create hope. Be it be around the corner or around the world, we bring people together because while change can start with one powerful thing called on all of us. Brainwashing program, mind changing program, manipulate our story. Annenberg Foundation is a family foundation founded by Walter H. Annenberg, serving as an ambassador to the court of St. James from 69 to 74. Ambassador Annenberg enjoyed a distinguished career as a publisher, broadcaster, you see, media. He was president and subsequently chairman of the board of Triangle Publications. Media is media, media, media. Ambassador Annenberg endowed shares to at more than a dozen colleagues. Endow shares. Do yourself research and find out exactly what endow shares mean. Dozen colleagues, major gift to support the arts, presidential libraries, hospitals, orchestras, and museums will celebrate art patrons whose collection of Impressionist and post-Impressionist masterpieces was donated to the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. Oh, wow, wow. To public education with one of the largest gifts in philanthropic history, $500 million Annenberg Challenge for Schools Reform, which worked to revive and inspire public to reform. So they are supporting or sponsor fact check. And then we have here Candy Kennard, Candy Kennard served as the executive director of Annenberg Foundation, one of the largest family foundations in the United States. And here is the executive and the operation, people who is involved there. And then we have here Wallace Annenberg, chairman of the board, president and CEO. Wallace Annenberg is a visionary who used philanthropy as a powerful instrument to improve the well-being of people and community. As a powerful instrument to improve the well-being of people and community. Wow. Then we have Grow Annenberg, another body that supporting opportunities, justice, and leadership around the world. Future Grant, Secret Bus Guide, Hoppy Indian Parrot Home, blah blah blah, and all the other organizations that receive money. All is to change your mind, to brainwash you, to manipulate you. Then we have the Tanton Foundation. Tanton Foundation is a private foundation established by Frank Tanton, a longtime president of Columbia Broadcasting System, CBS. Media. And check here, the endowment is $226 million. History, informed citizen, First Amendment, nuclear security, and canine welfare. That all fell under the Tanton Foundation, and they pay factcheck.org some money to decide what is the truth, but you can see all part of the media. Tanton Foundation support areas where he was unable to complete his charitable intention during his lifetime. This website provides information required to apply to its open application form. So if you love your dog and you need money to fix something about your dog, you can help them. Informed Citizen Foundation interest including classic and 21st century First Amendment issues and the larger challenge of the creation of a better informed citizenry. It currently has no open application grant program in the informed citizen area. Yeah, New World Order. Okay, the next one, Africa Check. Africa Check. So let me check. 48,000 potholes on Johannesburg Road. That is not really the whole story. Verdict? There are 100,000 potholes. Mm. Fact check. The claim, ranging from Coolbrook and land to the better climate, household, electricity. Verdict 3 correct, 3 mostly correct, 1 unproven, 1 incorrect. Oh well. Almost 100% of the restaurant workers in South Africa are foreign. The verdict, Statistics South Africa put shares at 6.5% in 2017. Okay, let me check who are they. Principal is Africa Check is a non-partisan organization that exists to promote accuracy and honestly in public debate and media in Africa. Okay, the next one. That is all the organizations that fund Africa Shake. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Ah, Zicom, Azicom, Pfizer, media, nah? Remember what I told you, media. And Konrad Adenauer Stifting, KAS, Media Africa, media. Illuminati is a global philanthropic organization focused on empowering people and institutions to work together to build a just and fair society. Uh, it was established in 2018 by Pierre Omidyar, the founder of eBay. Open Society Foundation work to build vibrant and tolerant democracy whose governments are accountable to their citizens. Working with the local community in more than 100 countries, the Open Society Foundation supports justice and human rights, freedom of expression, and access to public health and education. They have provided funding since 2030. Then we have all the other uh, funders. Okay, let me check here. Bill and Melinda, all lives have equal value. We are impatient optimists working to reduce inequity. Must I believe that? Our mission to achieve our vision, ensure more children and young people survive and thrive. We believe the path out of poverty begins when the next generation can access quality healthcare and great education. Brainwashing, mind chasing, empower the poor. Really? Really? I don't believe that. Combat infectious disease that partly affect the poor. We can save lives by delivering the latest in science and technology to those with the greatest need. Really? Sorry guys, sorry people, I don't believe it. Do yourself a research on Bill Gates, you will surprise who he really is. You will be surprised where and how Microsoft started. That's that. Then we have here EZCOM, Higher School of Journalism, Internet and Communication. So it's all about media. European European Journalism Center, African Rising, Justice, Peace and Dignity. Oh, oh, oh. African Rising. African Rising is a pan-African movement of people working for. We are determined to foster an Africa-wide solidarity and unity of purpose of the people of Africa to build the future we want. A right to peace, where is that? Social inclusion, where is that? And shared prosperity, where is that? I don't see it in Africa. Then we have here Institute Panos Afrique de l'Equate. About, let me check, look at the partners, all the partners, and check here. Europe Union, Europe Union, Europe Union, Europe Union. Hy sponsored these organizations millions and millions euros, and check here, Open Society Foundation, George Soros. George Soros also sponsors Black Lives Matters. George Soros also sponsors, what is that, Antifa. Where George Soros is, there's always trouble. Then we have these organizations, Heinrich Ball Stiftung. Oh, let me check here. Who we are, who we are. Fostering democracy and upholding human rights. Taking action to prevent the destruction of the global ecosystem, global warming, climate change, advance equality between the woman and man, securing peace through conflict prevention in crisis zones, and defending the freedom of individuals against excessive state and economic power. Please, people, really, we maintain close ties to the German Green Party, communist, socialism. That's who they are. Friend and supporter of Heinrich Böll Foundation, New World Order. All these is about New World Order. Uh, then we have Faizo Media Institute, free, independent, and professional journalism. Well, media. So you can check. Everything is about media and education. Then we have Konrad Adenauer, Stiftung. All of them so far donate Africa check. Then we have Luminate. Remember what I told you about Luminate? Luminate came from to be luminate. Open your eyes. To be illuminate. Illuminati. Where did the word Illuminati came from? Remember that? Lucifer means the light bearer, or the bringer of light. So Satan is illuminate you, the light. And here we have all the funding, 1.1 US dollar, 450,000 US dollar, 300,000, 100,000 for all these organizations. And we can carry on. There's 22 pages, one of 537 records. You can go through it and you can see it's about data and digital rights. That means media, independent media, civic empowerment, something like in Fanta, and what is the other one? Black Lives Matters. You can see financial transparency. You can check. Nothing for the poor people. Nothing for the people who is starving. Nothing. Nothing. They don't care about this. They don't care about the wars taking place in Africa and Asia, all over the world. You can check civic empowerment, financial transparency, data and digital rights. That's what they care about. And what is that? Brainwashing, manipulating, New World Order, illuminate, to be illuminate. And this is open society, our history, George Soros. George Soros began his philanthropic career in 1979 when he started by supporting scholarship for black students at the University of Cape Town in South Africa and for Eastern European dissidents to study abroad. Blah, 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 blah. You can go through. Very nice. But he is the biggest agitator for a coming new world order. He's the biggest warmonger. That's how he look like. Under George Soros' leadership, the Open Society Foundation supports individuals and organizations across the globe fighting for freedom of expression, accountable government, and societies that promote justice and equality. It is lie. It is not true. It is lie. So you can carry on. You can carry on. And here we have awarded grant to the money he gave already, and you can check it. You can check it. And you can see $1.5 million, $200,000, big money, 380. You can go through it, big money, 700,000, 150, big money. And then we have here, right, foundation. Then we have here RWN Foundation. And you check grant history. Our non-profit partners. And let me check who are they, who we are. Based in Portland, Oregon, and created in 2019 by Dr. Ron Naito. Foundation, do you see that? Foundation, supporting non-profit organizations that train, protect, and transform our community and our planet. That is New World Order. You can say what you want. That is new. Then with journalism, they also support Africa Check, donate Africa Check. Media. And then we have the AFP. So you can see. Factory. Okay, people. That is that. Then we have here Snope. I'm not wasting my time here. There's a lot of stories about Snope. Divorce, fighting over who owns Snope, and money that is being misused. So I'm not going to spend time here. I never liked Snope from the beginning. I could see already from the beginning they are not really fact checking. They are playing with our mind, lie to us, manipulate us. So that's that. Yeah, in calendar year 2019, cash flow from SMG operation and financing was used as follows. Legal expenses 32%. Oh, why is there? Why is legal expenses 32%? Why? Something is wrong. It should not be legal expenses. Something is wrong. No, formerly known as urban legend reference pace. I remember that. It was urban legend in the beginning of the internet. And as I said, I have never liked them. They have lied from the beginning, and you can check them out. He's not a nice man. David Mikkelsen. There's a lot of story about this man. The Daily Mail Snow story and fact checking the fact checkers. You can go through it, you will see. He's not a nice man. David Mikkelsen. All the money he gets is in his pocket. Just check it. Don't believe me. Do your homework. Snowcom in search of truth, one word at a time, blah blah blah. Snow founder David Mikkelsen has been debunking internet misinformation for about as long as there's been an internet, blah blah blah. Yeah, follow it up, you can check them. Who is the true boss of Snow? Legal fight put fact check site at risk. Well, that's that. Okay, the next one is full fact. Full fact fight bad information. We are a team of independent fact checkers, blah blah blah. The Facebook post has claimed that the COVID-19 vaccine is an RNA vaccine that will actually change your DNA, blah blah code that gives the body instructions on how to make protein on the surface of virus. The introduction of mRNA into human cells does not change the DNA of those cells. Well, that's what they say. And let me see who is funding them. Facebook is funding them. Lemonade is funding them. Google is funding them. Newfield Foundation, Ismir Fairburn Foundation, Google, Charitable Trust, International Fact Checking, let me see here, International Fact Checking, you support them, commitment of non-partisanship and fairness, commitment to transparency of source, commitment to, is all lies, is all lies, because they've been paid by big organizations, by big companies, and if they are not telling the truth, that means they will lose their money, and that is fact. And then we can see here about science, feedback, Facebook, Unversed, Ashoka, Rollenberger, Citrus, Stutterworth Foundation. You can check them. You can check them. Now you can give some money. A team member, all clever people, PhD, MSc, PhD, MS, Master of Science in Hydrogeology, PhD in Immunology, PhD in Biological Science. So they are right. All the other doctors that give their opinion or maybe fact, what work is wrong. They are right. And that's that. Climate feedback is a web-based content annotating tool that allow qualified scientists to comment on stories online, and the umbrella that fact-check media coverage of climate change. It was global warming, and now the people see, we are not that stupid. Global warming is not working. Let me change it to climate change. Now people start to believe it, but it's all lies. There is no climate change as they explain to us. So again, there are thousands and thousands of scientists that can explain to you what exactly climate change is. Yes, the world is getting hotter, yeah, but is CO2 the real scoundrel, the real bad guy? No, check for yourself. Okay, then we have here Glenn Kettler, a journalist. He is a fact checker for Washington Post. But look here, Kettler is the member of the Council on Foreign Relations. Council on Foreign Relations, founded in 1921, is a United States non-profit think tank specializing in U.S. foreign policy and international affairs. And you can check it up. Check up who is Council on Foreign Relations. And he is at the helm of the fact checkers future for Washington Post. And Washington Post is a media. It belongs to big money family. And let me check here. Very interesting. Personal life. Kettler is a great grandson of Jean Baptist August Kettler, who was largely responsible for the growth and development of the Royal Dutch Shell Oil Company, and the grandson of Gerolf Adrian Kettler, who helped create the Dutch steel industry, where his father Adrian Kettler was an executive at Procter and Gamble, a big Illuminati company, big promoter for One World Order, New World Order. Okay, people, there you have it. And then let me check the biggest COVID-19 lies reveal the other side of pandemic story. The first official treatment for COVID-19, remdesivir, that is being blocked. We cannot use it. Two sort of dangerous lies about COVID-19. Houston area doctors at center of controversial coronavirus cure. Houston doctor in viral video doubled down on hydroxychloroquine claim. There is so many videos about the coronavirus. Uh, some of them, I believe them. But now the fact checker come and said, no, it's a lie. So people, it's up to you to believe what you want to believe. But I'm telling you, fact checker, Snoop, and all these other guys is lying to you. They only check it for the good, or Facebook, or Google, to tell you, no, we have experts here, we are clever, we cannot make mistakes. But all the other clever people, they make mistakes. People, it's up to you. I'm stopping now. Then check for part 3 later on. Have a nice day. Bye.